First off, this movie is incredibly funny. Margaret, we all know you as an incredible and brilliant comedian. Jack, I have to apologize because I didn't realize that you are so damn funny. Like, I had no idea until I watched you in this movie, and it was really cool to kind of see that side of you. But can you both kind
Thank
of talk
you.
about not just the comedy, but the very specific camp element? Because camp is on a whole nother level. So, can you guys talk about kind of balancing that and then also playing off one another?
Yeah,
Yeah.
camp is essential. Camp is really um, what it's all about. Camp is about enhancing and subverting reality to the point of satire, but also beyond. Let's like use reality as a kind of a weapon
Mhm.
against itself. So it's essential in a film like this. In a lot of ways, I was like thinking about the metaphor of zombies being like zombies are the rise of conservatism, the rise of these sort of Christian, terrifying Christian evangelical values that really threaten the queer community and is a very real kind of threat coming at us. So we're using camp to come back at it.
Mm. God, I just love listening to you talk, Margaret. You're so smart. I feel like the element of camp, I think it's sort of natural in an environment like this because everything about it was so ridiculous. Like there are these like zombies painted glitter and like we were just in the most like outrageous costumes and so it just felt natural to like perform totally over the top. And Tina and Aaron had written this script that was just like kind of nonstop. So it just like it never slows down the pace of the movie. So you're like kind of trying to keep up with it as a performer.
Nice. I also have to say the camp is high, but what's something that struck me that I found really interesting is the heart is high as well. Like I actually cried in this
Yes.
movie, and it's largely in part because of you two. I cried in this, and I found that so interesting because most of the time I was laughing my ass off and clapping along and being like, yes, yes, because it just nailed the authenticity of what it's like to be a part of this community. But can you also talk about making these fleshed out 3D characters in this enhanced environment, but it's like very much people that we give a shit about?
I mean, yeah, I think also, yeah, like Nina West and Jaquel Spivey's relationship, like that really made me cry when I
Mm.
watched it. I think it's just like the heart of these performers in the movie. Like, really, every single person in this movie is like so pure of heart and full of love. And so, like, it didn't matter like how crazy we got. Like, there was still so much like care and tenderness for each other and for the story. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the right word, tenderness. There was a lot of tenderness, I think, applied to it from Tina's point of view as well when Tina's
Yeah.
directing it. It's very hard to do these big set pieces with this huge cast. It's like to think about the logistics of getting all of these different personalities ready, visually even for the set is like a challenge. So, I
Mhm.
think that it was the care applied kind of from the bottom up from all of the people performing. Everybody in the film is great and they all really shine and it was really special to be a part of it. And so I think we all knew that we were making something special, so we wanted to come at it with the best face forward.
Amazing. You touched upon this a little bit already, but obviously the LGBT community is under attack, especially drag artists, especially our trans family. This movie very much feels like a fuck you to that bullshit, but on the flip side of that, it feels like a love letter to the community. It feels like a hug almost. Like I actually got emotional watching this, and I like that was completely unexpected for me, but it just you talked about the tenderness of it. But can you talk a little bit about like the importance of being a part of a project like this personally and especially at this moment in time?
Yeah. I mean, they're literally the FBI has just labeled trans people as a nihilist terrorist organization. Like they're doing everything in their power to like demonize a community that is true pure love because that's the greatest threat to these gargantuan systems of environmental and social destruction is like pure love and protection for each other because that's literally something that cannot be destroyed is like the way that we take care of each other.
Yeah, and it's like a metaphor when they attack the trans community, it's a metaphor for attacking people who truly mean to be themselves.
Mhm.
You know, when somebody's trans, they have to fight through their birth to be who they are. And so I think that our government is so terrified of somebody who lives in that truth, that honesty, somebody that lives in such authenticity, they want to wipe that away. And so it's a really scary time. It's a scary time for us who have trans family members who are just like, how do we even cope with this? How do we even do this? You know, so yeah, it's the time to really fight that.
It is a very scary time, and it makes us angry, it's upsetting, but then we have something like this, and I'm telling you, like that theater just erupted. I hope you both have had time to sit with an audience because it's just like
Yeah.
the whole theater was just like legit overflowing with love. Like you could just feel it, and it feels like things like this we need, and it's important because it feels like a beacon of hope in all of this ugliness that we have, and it's like glittery zombies and campy over the top characters that are just so incredible, but it's like I see people that I love in those characters and I'm like I know these people, like this is my family. So it's just nice to see this because it does feel like a beacon of hope, and I think a lot of people need that right now, so thank you
Mm.
for making this.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
saying that.
It
Yeah.
is hopeful. And it's like it's the representation too, like that we have all of the different facets
Hmm.
of who we are as a community kind of contained in this film. It's really powerful.
Yeah. And it's like we don't have to pretend to be anything else. Like we don't have to pretend to be some like scary like defense like war machine. Like, nah, we're just like out here like loving each other. Like that's literally it.
And that was
So
the
cool.
Yeah.
weapon, as you said, Margaret. That was ultimately
Yeah.
the triumph in
Yeah.
this. Incredible.